morning, dear students. Till now in this chapter we have read how human activities have harmed the environment, and this environment is being destructed, being damaged continuously by human activities. We also discussed about what greenhouse effect. This greenhouse effect occurs in the nature continuously, since all of you know the earth receives the heat and light energy from the sun, and then the earth is warmed up. There, after the earth's surface cools down, the heat that the earth received comes back into the air. But when this hot air is released from the earth's surface and it rises up, the atmosphere does not let this hot air go entirely into the space. So there are some gases which are present in the atmosphere that traps that hot air into it and keeps the atmosphere of the earth warm, and that is how the temperature is maintained on the earth's surface. But all of you know, excess of everything is very bad. There are greenhouse gases, and these gases like carbon dioxide, water vapor, all these are present in the atmosphere and they contribute in the greenhouse effect. But too much of greenhouse effect is also not good. The human activities, all of you know, carbon dioxide absorbs the heat of the sun and keeps the temperature of the earth warm. But if the amount of carbon dioxide increases in the atmosphere, what will happen? More heat will be absorbed by the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere, and this will lead to several problems in the atmosphere. It will lead to global warming, and that is why it is said that too much of greenhouse effect is also not good for the environment. As I told you, in today's class we will discuss about some of the greenhouse gases. Today we will read about the carbon dioxide and water vapor. As you can see here, how the carbon dioxide is released into the air. The carbon dioxide is released into the air when we burn fossil fuels. All of you know coal, petrol, diesel, all these are fossil fuels. So when these fossil fuels are burnt in factories, power plants and vehicles, since all of you know we use petrol and diesel in our vehicles, these are also fossil fuels, but when we are using them, what gas is being produced by using them? The carbon dioxide is produced when we burn these fossil fuels. And all of you know the increasing population has also increased the requirements of several things that human beings need, and this has led to the increase in factories, in power plants and in vehicles. So the amount of carbon dioxide is being increased in the atmosphere. The other reason for the increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is the destruction of rainforest. Now what is rainforests? Rainforests are those forests which are filled with evergreen trees and they receive very heavy rainfall throughout the year. So that is why they are called rainforests. So these rainforests are also destructed, they are also cleared so that we can have more and more place for the human needs. All of you now turn to page number 128. Burning of fossil fuels such as coal, petrol and diesel releases carbon dioxide into the air, and large-scale burning of these fuels in factories, power plants and vehicles is constantly increasing the amount of carbon dioxide. So I told you the carbon dioxide causes greenhouse effect, and due to the greenhouse effect the earth atmosphere is kept warm. But carbon dioxide increases, what will happen? More and more heat will be absorbed by the carbon dioxide and the temperature of the earth will increase. Now, what is carbon dioxide basically used for? Carbon dioxide is used by plants in the process of photosynthesis. All of you know what photosynthesis is? Photosynthesis is a process by which the plants make their food in the presence of sunlight. So, for this they need carbon dioxide. So, carbon dioxide is used by the plants to make their food. You know that plants use up a lot of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. And all of you know, if we have destructed, if we have removed rainforest, if we are going on clearing the forest, then what will happen? The amount of plants will be less. Then how the carbon dioxide that we are going on releasing into the air will be consumed. So what we are doing, we are reducing the plants and we are going on increasing the amount of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide will be filled into the air and there will be lesser plants to absorb those carbon dioxide. So it is leading to a very serious problem that is being created by humans continuously. The destruction of rainforest in the last few decades is also responsible for the increase in the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and because of this, what is going on? More and more heat is being trapped in the atmosphere, which is gradually increasing the temperature of the earth. Now, fact 5. Human activities are releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere at a much faster rate than plants and oceans can absorb it. So we are producing more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere than being consumed by the plants and the oceans. And we are also going on reducing the number of plants. So the amount of carbon dioxide is increasing and there is no one to absorb those carbon dioxide. So the atmosphere is being filled with more and more carbon dioxide, which is becoming a serious major problem. Due to this problem, the temperature of the earth's surface is increasing. Now, as you have read about carbon dioxide, now what is the source of water vapor in the atmosphere? How does this water vapor come in the atmosphere? All of you have read about the water cycle in your previous class. In that, you may have read how the water bodies which are present on the earth, due to the sun's heat, the water is evaporated and goes into the atmosphere. And since all of you know, water cycle in the nature occurs continuously without any stop, so the water vapor is added to the atmosphere continuously. Water vapor is the largest contributor to the greenhouse effect, and this water vapor, it is the largest contributor in the effect of greenhouse. The sun's heat causes water from the earth's surface to evaporate, and this adds water vapor to the atmosphere continuously. So what we read today? We read about two greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Carbon dioxide is used by plants in the process of photosynthesis. And how is it released into the air? It is released into the air when we burn fossil fuels in factories, power plants and vehicles. But what is going on? We are increasing the amount of carbon dioxide by these activities, and by cutting the forest, we are reducing the plants. So the amount of carbon dioxide is increasing because very less plants are present to absorb them. Destruction of rainforests also lead to the increase of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Then we also read about water vapor. The evaporation of water bodies by the sun's heat lead to addition of water vapor in the atmosphere continuously. I hope now greenhouse effect and the harmful the greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and water vapor are clear to you, and now you can easily say what is greenhouse effect, what are greenhouse gases, and how these greenhouse gases affect the greenhouse effect. Please go through this video once again and write the worksheet that has been sent in the WhatsApp group neatly in your science notebook and read the chapter till I have explained you. For today, thank you and have a nice day.